car is a beaut, guys.
So a lot of you guys have been wondering, what is the reliability like on a Stage 2 M550i?
Under the biome, I could've had my eyes closed. Shot it with my two eyes though, like iPad and iPhone. What if I did the time go?
Welcome back to JB Cars, guys, and today I'm bringing you guys the in-depth review of my 2018 BMW M550i. It is full Stage 2 tuned with boot mod 3 as well. We have the Remus catback exhaust with catless downpipes. This car sounds absolutely amazing, guys. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I'm gonna start the car momentarily. We're gonna take it on a quick drive around the corner, and I'm just gonna talk about the car, guys, give you guys some pointers, talk about it. I'm actually about to do an oil change on it, so perfect way to get the oil up to temperature by taking it on a little drive right here. And the other thing too, guys, it kind of sucks, it just snowed, and I'm about to drive this thing in the snow after just cleaning it, but that's whatever, guys. Gotta do what I gotta do, so let's get into it. Yeah, guys, this car is it's pretty loud. I'm going to hop into Beamer Link real quick, and I'm gonna open that valve just so I have it open while I drive. All right, now that valve is open, I hear it, man. Alrighty, guys, now we are driving the M550, and let's talk about this car, guys. So when I originally got this car in 2018, we had around 55,000 miles on the vehicle. It was only a 4-year-old vehicle, and we are now sitting at 131,270. So 131,000 miles, just a little bit over it. And in the 4 years and all these miles we've put on it, and you know, all the things I've done to this car, it's been absolutely phenomenal. For the money, the performance, all of it, guys, it's been hands down just phenomenal, amazing. Like I said, the biggest things that I've done to this car is those front mount intakes from our Motorsports, as well as catless downpipes from them as well. Boot mod Stage 2 93 octane, as well as the Remus full catback exhaust, which just sounds absolutely incredible, even at the lower RPM when I drive an Eco Pro. Another quick note too, guys, I did not mention, this car has been tuned since 91,000 miles, so exactly 40,000 miles it's been tuned. As I'll touch on later, I'll put a lot of mile markers to where I've had issues with the vehicle. When it comes to driving this car on a daily basis, before I got the diesel to replace it as my daily, because I didn't want to put so many more miles on this, I wanted, you know, to make this car more of the toy. And that was my overall purpose when getting the diesel. And honestly, it just makes me love this car even more, because now I can really not beat on this thing, but hard miles, like I can enjoy this car the way I want it to, while still also somewhat retaining, you know, that daily drivability, because this car is such a, it's very, very daily drivable. If you are in the market looking to get one of these things, I mean, like, dude, they're going for really good prices now. My buddy actually just picked one up a few months ago, and he got his with around 77,000 miles, and he absolutely loves his car, guys. He just got it. I already got him into modding it by, he did a muffler and a resonator delete on his. Nowhere near as loud as this thing, but still, guys. Sounds really good. Sounds very, very good. Nice deep tone, twin turbo V8. So I'm gonna touch into some of the biggest things that you guys are wondering, and that's gonna be reliability. You know, how reliable are these N63s, especially since they've had a bad rep, all the older ones have. You know, a lot of people say the N63 is not a smart idea, a smart decision. Well, I'm going to honestly say that is completely false. Throw all that out the window, because with this N63 TU2, guys, it's been a great motor. Thankfully, knock on wood, drivetrain wise, I've had no issues. It's been amazing, it's been flawless. I'm gonna now touch into some of the issues though I have had, because this car has not been perfect, guys. No car is perfect. So don't go into that mindset of, man, every single car I look at or go to buy, whatever, is gonna be perfect, because it's not, guys. It's just a reality we live in nowadays. It's not feasible and not possible. So when it comes to things I've done reliability wise, I've had a few major issues with this vehicle. Most of it being coolant leaks, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a number of coolant leaks on this vehicle. These G30 chassis, guys, they're very, very fragile when it comes to cooling systems. I don't know what it is, what they were thinking, but letting you guys hear the V8 real quick. But yeah, guys, they did not make these cooling systems bulletproof at all. They're actually pretty known to leak coolant, not just this, particularly the B58s. Coolant aux water pump, that was my first major coolant leak on this vehicle. I had to replace the radiator as well, just as kind of a preventative thing. Also, my second issue coolant wise was the coolant expansion tank. The bleeder valve went bad and it was leaking coolant absolutely everywhere out the tank. So I had to replace that, replaced it with a metal one. Only replaced it with a metal one, do not replace another plastic one. And then my third coolant issue, which is actually pretty recent, I had that go bad in the last 1,000 miles. Water pump, main water pump go bad. It was making a very bad wobbly like noise. The pulley was bad. I replaced the belt, tensioner pulley, all that stuff. And when you guys look at it at the end of the day, I did most of the work myself. When it came to a leak, an issue, any of it, I did all that work myself. I wasn't paying a whole lot of shops for, you know, labor and stuff, which really, really saved me in the long run. Two other major issues I've had on this vehicle. My right passenger side front axle went bad. That was absolute mess. I was driving on it for a very long time and I really shouldn't have been. That one I was also able to do myself. I've had a lot of people reach out to me about that too, because I did obviously mention it, like, hey, like, you know, I've had axle issues on my car. A lot of people were like, holy cow, how do you, like, you know, how much is that gonna run you? Because, you know, axles, BMW genuine axles are very expensive, guys. I did go aftermarket. I did go with an eBay axle. It's been fine. It's been working for me flawlessly, honestly. It's nice, honestly, to have my car back and be able to, you know, fully push it and stuff. It's not the best of days today either, so I don't think I'm gonna be pushing this car at all in this video. I kind of want to just pull in this lot so I can talk to you guys outside of the vehicle. This is how she sits. I know it might be a little bit windy, but yeah, this car is a beaut, guys. And I do have a lot of mods I'm planning to do this summer. I'm gonna do all the exterior stuff, such as, you know, mirrors, grills. I'm gonna black this car out fully, guys. It's gonna look amazing. I can't wait. But yeah, back to the reliability stuff. I mean, those are just about most of my main issues. I also had one wastegate actuator go. That was the biggest, my first major issue with this car, and that is a pretty common issue on these, especially is your wastegate actuator goings. Another thing to look out for when you buy these is make sure you have at least one or both wastegate actuators done, because that was another major thing on my vehicle that I did not have done when I bought. So that's another thing to look out for. Now I'm gonna break down some of the costs. What did it cost me to fix most of these issues on this car? Because, you know, twin turbo V8s are not cheap when it comes to German cars. So the wastegate actuator, thankfully, I got done for free. It would have costed me around $2,400 to go to BMW, which is absolutely absurd in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. But thankfully my warranty company was able to warranty all the work out, so I did get that done for free. Next major issue was my coolant pump. My aux water pump radiator was leaking. That ran me about $600 between parts, and I did all the work myself, which, once again, guys, doing your own labor, it saves so much as opposed to paying some place to do it, because when you pay a place to do it, you're gonna get scammed. I'm not kidding. I'm not actually scammed, but you know what I mean. They're gonna rob you of labor hours, because shops nowadays charge way too much in my opinion. My next major issue was the front passenger axle over here. So this axle on this side was bad. I did end up replacing it myself. I spent around like $300 for a new axle on eBay. It's held up perfectly. It's ran amazing. I did all the work once again myself. Also, if you guys are doing axles, make sure you replace the differential seal. That ran me roughly like $80 for the kit that they give you. And make sure it comes with the locking clip that goes on the end of the axle, because that guys, that was gonna cost me a lot if I didn't do it right, because my axle came back out of the diff. So that would have ran me way more, and I probably would have needed a new diff if I would have kept trying to drive on it, because I realized that the axle was actually not even in the diff because I did not replace the seal. So make sure you replace the seal. Thankfully I didn't drive really far or anything, so it was all good there. Next major issue, which was the cheap bleeder valve. Thankfully it wasn't crazy hard to do, and not expensive either. It ran me like 20 bucks at AutoZone for a new bleeder valve that was metal. And then finally, my latest issue I've had at 131,000 miles, well, 130,000 miles, I put 1,000 miles on the new water pump, was the water pump itself, as well as I did some more preventative stuff. The thermostats are also known to go bad on these vehicles. There is a major recall actually for it from BMW North America. So if you buy one, guys, that's another big thing to look out for, is that thermostat possibly going bad. So make sure you check that out as well. But when it came to the water pump thermostat, I also replaced the belt and the tensioner pulley just as some preventative maintenance. Paid a shop to do it. It ran me $1,700, which does sound like a lot, but trust me, dude, I called BMW and they wanted 25. So yeah. But to overall bring this car to life, and whatever you guys want to call it, guys, this car is so worth it as a daily driver. If you are looking to get an M550, I can't even say recommend it, because it's such a good car, and it does everything you want. It's got the performance, it's got the sound, it's got, like, guys, this car sounds incredible, like literally insane. Like, I'll give you guys some revs. I'll put the GoPro down. Sounds good. My GoPro actually died recording the outro the other day. Power and performance wise, for the money that can be daily drivable, you know, it's probably right next to an M340 or M240. You know, the M Lite versions, guys, of these cars are perfect for daily driving when it comes to how comfortable and luxurious it still is, as well as performance, guys. Like, you can't beat it for the price and, you know, what these cars can put out power wise and what you can aesthetically do to them as well. I'm gonna also touch on some future mods. I do have a lot of stuff coming for this vehicle. I just ordered everything modification wise. Exterior, we're gonna finish this car for the spring, and then it's 100% done. The M550 build is complete. And yeah, really the only other thing I could do is an XHP transmission flash, but I don't really know if I want to do it, because once again, I am up there on the miles, so I don't really know how much I want to do that. But as well too, guys, when it comes to maintaining these, one last thing, also make sure you do your fluid changes very frequently. You know, a lot of people skip over like the transmission fluid, the transfer case, and the differentials. You got to make sure you change those fluids as well. I did do all those myself. Transmission, I'm still waiting to get it in to do it, but otherwise I was able to do the rest of the fluids myself. I do my oil every 5,000 miles. I'll throw a clip in. Alrighty, guys, just finished up the oil change on the M550. Thought I'd throw this in real quick. A lot of people wonder what I use, so I like to use the STP extended oil filters, as well as Valvoline 5W40 full synthetic European mix. That is what I run, and I change it every 5,000 miles on the M550, guys. Local stuff you can pick up literally from your you know, AutoZone. I literally bought all this stuff from AutoZone, and I do it every 5,000 miles, guys. So best way to do it to maintain this beast. And yeah, guys, if you guys maintain the oil change intervals for transmission and differential and transfer case, I do it every 50,000 miles. And you guys just keep on a steady pace. Don't constantly abuse the car. Let the car warm up. Let the fluids warm up before you push it. This car will last you guys, and you know, you're gonna absolutely love it. So guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in once again to another video. I really appreciate just all the support, all the love I've gotten over these last 4 years of owning this vehicle. I mean, you guys have showed me the world, not just on YouTube, but as well as TikTok. I mean, ever since I got this car, I'm glad I was able to cement myself in a lot of your guys's, you know, hearts with, you know, being a motivator to get this car right here. And I'm glad I was able to influence a lot of you guys to purchase this vehicle because of me. And it's so heartwarming, and it makes me so proud and accomplished in myself. But I know that there's bigger and better things that, you know, I gotta go strive for in the future. But I'm glad for all the support from you guys, and I really do appreciate it at the end of the day. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends if they are interested in getting that M550. And guys, JB Cars, appreciate everybody. I'm out, guys. Peace.
Duck ass, I be flooring.